This meeting is being recorded.
In the part 1 of today's session, we basically discussed about how the CLI works, right? And how to use the CLI, I mean, how to install that. In this part 2 of today's session, basically, we will talk about how to share a Postman collection, okay? And how to handle the basic auth in API requests using Postman. Okay, basic auth means sometimes some API requires some key or some username password. Then how to handle those simple requests by simply providing the username password, how you can do that using Postman. We will discuss that. So let's talk about first sharing the collection. Okay, the very basic action about the collection that you are working with your teammates and your teammates want you to share your Postman collection. So you can do that by simply clicking on these three dots. Okay, you have two options. One is very basic and old school. Export the collection as a file and simply share that file with your colleague, right? So export option, you can click on it and just simply click again on export and you will get this option. You can just select this all files and then give the extension .json. Fine, this will be one way. I have already exported couple of collections. Okay, then I'll just show you. So this is something I have done demo practice. In the part 1 of today's session, we have exported this collection, right? I'll cancel this for now. You can just say save and then you will get the collection. Fine. What is the other way? If you have shared your workspace. Now, what is workspace? Workspace is this, right? The Teams workspace. Okay, so this is my workspace. Okay, and now you have these three dots option and there is a share option. Okay, share now with people. Okay, now you can enter the email address of those members. Can somebody just enter your email address in the chat window? I'll just send you over the link of this collection. Yeah, I got one email address, so I'll just mention here. Okay, so just got the email. Yeah, a lot of emails are coming. Thank you for sharing your email. We will just share this collection with you guys, and I hope you guys will be able to use this collection. Okay, so I will share with more people at the end. Okay, let's take the example of these four email IDs. Okay, so four emails are invalid. Oh, why it's saying invalid? Let's, I think, separate the emails also. Okay, one email is invalid. It's saying why, I'm not sure, but let me just take again. Okay. Okay, I'll try to enter one email manually, but this is how I usually people share the collection. I can give my email address. So @gmail. I think, yeah, I think I need to type your email. So one email I'll just type fine. So I think I need to type everybody's email here and then it will take, otherwise it's considering it as invalid. Okay, so if I just take this, okay, so when I'm copy pasting, it's saying invalid. Fine, so I'll just share this collection. So inviting one user to your team. Okay, this is how you can share the collection easily. Okay, collection has been moved to new team workspace. Okay, so I'll just say go to your mind. So I have a new team workspace also created when I shared the collection. Okay, so that there is no security threat. Okay, just a new team workspace is created where I am the member and another member is with whom I have shared the collection. Okay, so I'll just again click on this and just say share. Fine. We just explored one option, that is with people. Okay, and I have given the editor role. I will remove that role later. Fine. There is a via run in Postman. Okay, so there is another option. So for that I will need to say some environment or move to public. I will just leave that. Okay, and there is via API option. So I'll just share this in the chat window, or I have this another option. So move collection again. So I'll just share this with you guys. Okay, I'll copy this and share in the chat window. Okay, I'll paste the meeting. You guys can use this collection I have shared in the chat window. You can access this collection. Fine, just paste this in the Google Chrome browser. Okay, else I will simply later, or there is one more option, there's a copy link option. Okay, I have copied the link of this collection. I'm pasting in the chat window. Try the last option. Okay, because the API keys I am going to delete, so I have pasted the collection link in the chat window. You guys can access that. Okay, so this is how you share the collection. Fine. Now talking about handling the basic auth. Okay, so I'll just go to workspace and I will go to my workspace now. Okay, this is the next part of our agenda. That is the last point. We have seen how to share the Postman collection, and now handling the basic auth using Postman. So we have this Postman Eco Collection, right? And I have shared the link with you guys. If you don't have, then I can share again with you. Let me just get it for you. So you can just go to Google Chrome browser and just say Postman Eco Collection, and you will get this here. Postman Eco Collection link. Okay. So you have this Postman Eco API, right? And you can get the Eco Collection from here. Okay, just click on this link, Eco Collection. Fine. Now I'll share this link with you also in the chat window. Okay, so it will show you the Postman Eco Collection here. Fine. And there are many examples of playing around with the APIs, and test APIs are also present in this Postman Eco Collection. You can play around this. Okay, but for now I have it on my local, so I'll just show you the auth others. Okay, the basic auth option. The basic auth is a very good example. Okay, so let's say there is a API and we have this basically API. I'll share in the chat window also. Let me share that. So this is the API call. Now if I send this request with the basic auth selected here, okay, you have this authorization tab. You can click here and select the type of authorization you want to, or authentication you want to perform. So the basic auth is selected currently, basic auth. Okay, basic auth will provide you this option of username and password, and when you provide the right username and password, you will be able to access the API. Now you see what is the response coming: authenticated true. Okay, basically this is just an example API. Maybe you might have some other API which will need the username and password, and this is the example of basic auth. So what if I remove this username? Okay, so now see, now 401 unauthorized. So I'll just say Postman again. Okay, So again, you are getting 401 unauthorized because the Postman P was in small, I think. So that is why it is giving. Yeah, now I have given correct username. So I'm getting the 200. Okay. Okay. So you can also try it out. Just try to remove the password and see that what happens. Okay. So basically you can see in the console, and in the console, you have this last request of basic auth, right? Authorization basic, and this is the, what is this? Do you guys know? So this is a base 64 encoded key. Okay. So if I try to decode this, okay, copy and go to the website decode base 64. Okay. Basically the username and password gets encoded. Okay. And the encoded string goes to the server. Okay. So I am just decoding that string, which we saw in the console. So decode it. So what you will see, you have the username first, and which is separated by the colon, and you have the password. So this is the username and password. So what I can try here for you, I mean, I'm not sure this API will accept or not. I can close the console and I can go to authorization, and I'll say basic auth. Okay. Basic auth is already selected. So let's try to say that bearer token. Okay. So bearer token, we'll say basic and the encoded string. Okay. Basic and the encoded string. Let's see what response we are getting. So it's not accepting that. Fine. It's okay. So we are fine with that. And we'll just say basic auth for now. Ideally, it should have accepted that, but I'm not sure why it is not accepting. Just giving it a try, no worries. Fine, it's not accepting. I think let's stick to the original plan of bearer to basic auth, right? So show password option is there. You can click on show password, and password is just password. So this is how it happens, right? So this is basic auth, right? And bearer token is something, guys, that a token you receive from some API and it accepts it. Okay. So the console, you can see here what it is doing. Basic auth, it's saying authorization equals to basic, right? So you can do a alternative like here. It's like you can see authorization basic, right? So if I select no auth and inherited option, and I just go here authorization basic, right? I'm just sending something in the header. Okay, so it's still giving 200. Okay, because authorization header is going, right? So the header value, that is authorization basic, is going. So if I uncheck this, right, and send this, then it is saying unauthorized. So this is another way of passing the username password. You need to give this authorization as key and basic space the base 64 encoded username and password. So first comes the username that I just shown you here. Okay. So username is Postman colon password. Fine. So let's uncheck this. Let's go to authorization basic auth username password, right? This by default this gets added, but okay, so what happened, Postman automatically added this authorization key, and the value is the encoded username password. Okay, so when I just selected basic auth, okay, basic auth, and what Postman did, it automatically smartly added this key value pair because I have unchecked the key value pair here. Okay, if I check this, then I think Postman, okay, it has still kept. Fine. What happens in basic auth? The base 64 encoded username password goes to the server. Fine. One more API I have already shown you. That is my practice API that is in my another workspace. basically what we did there, we sent the key, right? We sent the key to the Postman API, from where we got the list of collections, right? So let me just show you that also. So just trying to get the list of collections. So this is one forum where I got this link. Okay. So this is how another type of authorization happens. Okay. Just enter here. Okay. Here I need to post my key. Okay. So equals to my, I'll just post my key and we will get the list of collections that I have. Okay. Let me show you that also. So I'll generate a new API key. Fine. I'll just say temp generate the API key, and I have generated. Copy this, paste here. Now this is another type of authorization that you are providing here. Okay, the authentication that you are handling. So I just send this. Okay, you got successful response 200. Okay, whatever collection I have published, it's present here. Okay, so now if I remove this API key, what will happen? Let's see. So 401 unauthorized. Okay, so basically even if you provide incorrect key here, so I will just say test, am I getting the response? No. Okay, so that's it is all about. Okay, the authorization, we will discuss this in more detail in the upcoming sessions. Okay, thank you guys for joining today. If you have any queries and any doubts about the sessions happened till now, you can contact on this number on WhatsApp, uh, and you can directly reach out also. Okay, any questions we will discuss now after this session, the questions related to today's session. Thank you guys.